on Tony the Pony. Come stick around on Tony the Pony. Please stick around on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour. Hello and welcome to Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour, the show where we talk big pineapples, small pineapples, hairy pineapples, and everything in between. I'm your host, Tony the Pony, and with me as always is the one and only, the incredible Mr. Pineapple. How are you, Mr. Pineapple?
I'm alright.
Yeah?
A bit tired. The plots have done whatever they do, haven't they?
Yeah, going...
So, we've gone backwards or forwards in time.
Forwards, mate.
That damn fucking farmers.
So we lost an hour.
We gained an hour. Wait, we lost an hour.
Mm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it skipped from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So I was watching The Irregulars last night.
Never heard of it.
That show that I'm in. It's shit, mate.
Is it?
Yeah, really bad.
Oh, how does...
It could have been really good. And you're watching it like, fuck me. Like it's supposed to be like a murder mystery kind of thing. Each episode's different.
Right.
But it shows you the outcome at the start of the episode. It's like, here's the killer. There you go. Have fun.
There's
Have
no
fun
wrong
for
with
50
that.
minutes.
Thingy, didn't like Cracker used to do that. But
You
Cracker's like a banging show, though.
Yeah, but does Cracker have like orphans running around solving mysteries?
No, it's got Robbie Coltrane in it being fucking awesome.
Well then. He's not in this, Robbie.
And sadly you are. For your artistic integrity, you'll sign on to any project, won't you?
Yeah.
As long as there's a paycheck. Your Isaac, cover here.
Our friend Adam Perrott, he's featured quite a lot in it.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, he's right at the start of episode 2.
Oh.
Looking all Bill-like from Oliver Twist.
I've seen or heard of that.
Parts of it are like, this could be good, and then it's just like, oh.
But the parts when you're on screen.
Yeah.
Have you seen yourself yet?
I've seen like the back of me for like half a second.
Nice. Did you pause it and were like, Judge Fudge, that's me?
Yeah. They probably just cut me out of everything because I fucked up that much. So, yeah. Fun stuff.
Nice.
Everyone's like raving about it though, and I'm like, it's bad. It's a bad show.
I'm probably never going to watch you.
Yeah, don't.
Because I don't want to support you.
Well, I'm only watching it to look at myself because I'm that egotistical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Judge Fudge think of it? Did she enjoy it?
Oh, she's hating it as well. The acting's just poor.
How many episodes are you in?
I think I'm on 4 or 5. There's 8. So
Not too much left then.
no. I wouldn't have like if I would have seen myself like a lot, I would have stopped watching it by now.
Right.
That sounds so dick-like.
You'll have to do a supercut all the back of your headshots and put it on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, one of those where it speeds up every time you're on screen. So it'll just be normal speed for you, you know.
Oh, man. You were right. We're 5 episodes in, and we've only just met Sherlock.
He's not like a main guy in it, though, is he? Or
no, but it's like it's centered around him. Like every episode is
isn't it just
centered
centered
around
about
Sherlock.
his child slaves?
Well, Dr. Watson hires them because one of them is like this magic orphan who can like touch people's hands and like see into their souls.
Straight up, it's got supernatural elements. All right.
Oh yeah, straight up
Okay.
supernatural. She
Okay.
she like transports to this, I think it's Louisiana, and there's this old guy who's like they've got a proper name for what they are, but
Is
they're
it set in the UK then?
yeah, it's set in London. And then she transports to Louisiana, and he's like, "Tell me what you know about the demons."
That sounds
Because every like murderer in it is got supernatural powers. Like the one we just watched, they cut people's faces off, and then they wear the faces, and they become them.
I'm going to say that's not supernatural, mate. That's just cutting some fucker's face off.
But yeah, it's just
That's really just angered me.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. We're not doing a hairy pineapple. Should we get on to the trailers?
that you've not watched all of.
It's because I was like, right, that's a generic horror film. Let's move on to the next.
You like generic horror films. That's why I included all the fuckers. There were more generic horror films that I didn't even include.
Good.
There were like
'Cause it's a lot.
17 billion trailers this week, and I watched every goddamn one of them.
Jesus, man.
Not including game trailers, which you never do.
Because there's no good ones. No games are getting released.
I think you'll find in 2 or 3 days, Evil Genius Vampires coming out.
Evil Genius Empire. 2.
2, yeah.
Revenge of the Empire.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Right, let's do the trailers.
Silver Surfer.
What? Revenge of the Silver Surfer?
X-Men 2.
Nice.
Spider-Man 2.
Mm.
Captain America Winter Soldier.
Shrek 2. The best sequel of them all.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is the best Shrek film, though.
Mm.
People don't agree with that when I say that often.
People are
And I'm
stupid.
like, you fucking inbred, mate. And they're like, yeah, my family came from swamp.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even have swamps in England, you fucking prick. Fuck off. You're delusional.
Nice. Right, trailers. We're starting with the big boy. I don't care what you think. What? The Suicide Squad got a trailer.
Watch this one. Don't want to watch generic horror trailers, but he'll watch generic superhero film.
Because superheroes are the best, mate.
I can't wait for the bubble to burst and there to be no more. Just for
It's gonna
25 years.
It's gonna carry on forever, mate.
It happened to everything else. It'll happen to these, hopefully.
Is this the longest running? How long did Spaghetti Westerns go for?
Oh, well, good while. Do you want me to give you more information than that?
Right, let's talk about the Suicide Squad, shall we? It was a red band trailer.
It was a red band
always fun.
trailer. I do like a red band trailer when they're good.
John Cena's going to be the best thing about this film.
John Cena looks good in this.
Yeah. He's on about eating a bag of dicks to save liberty or something.
Liberty.
Liberty.
What the fuck's liberty?
Liberty, mate. It's early. It's not. It's midday. But, you know. Idris Elba's like, eat a bag of dicks and throwing guns to people. Harley Quinn's like, you come to save me. I'm already saved myself.
Fucking hater.
Sylvester Stallone's like, I'm a shark. Nom nom nom.
I mean, I love King Shark.
You like that he's voiced by Sly Stallone.
I prefer it if it weren't a film.
Fair enough. And we get the reveal of the villain, which is obviously going to be Peter Capaldi.
The Thinker is his name?
The Tinkerer?
The Tinkerer's from Marvel.
Oh, is he? The Thinker.
The Tinker's from
probably.
Spider-Man, mate.
Oh, yeah, he is, isn't he?
It's the Thinker, right? Because he's got his, like, brain things.
Yeah.
In
Let's call him the Thinker. Probably not right. But yeah, he looks to be controlling Starro, is it?
Starro, yeah.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool.
Starro was the first villain that the Justice League faced.
Yeah.
Starro's just a big, giant starfish alien for anyone who doesn't know him.
Yeah.
He's got, like, psychic powers and such.
It's pretty cool, though. I'll be using Starro.
He's not
Well,
normally...
it's James Gunn, so he's going to use a fucking
Because
not
normally
known character.
is on the face and
Yeah.
stuff.
And there's loads of little Starros and faces. There probably will be loads of little Starros taking control of people, and then there'll be the big Starro, and then Godzilla will come, and then he'll jump on Godzilla's face, and it'll all just be a bloodbath, mate.
The reviews have been coming out for Godzilla.
I know, I've got it in the news, mate.
Yeah.
Right, next trailer. I've had enough of Suicide Squad. I do like the bit where he rips the guy in half, though.
King Shark looks good.
Yeah.
John Cena looks good.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn needs to get in the bin.
Yeah. Idris Elba's going to be good, I guess.
Idris Elba's just starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He already annoyed me back in when you were born.
Oh.
Right, should we go on to the next trailer? We've got to blast through these, mate.
No, let's talk more about Suicide Squad from the whatever mind of James Gunn, the fucking
Oh, yeah, shit.
far up his own arse.
Beautifully horrible or horribly beautiful
I fucking hate him.
mind of James Gunn.
He's not made a good film in 7 years.
Yeah.
He can fuck off.
Yeah, but Margot Robbie's the best actor he's ever worked with.
Fuck off. He's so far up his own fucking jacksie. these days, man. He made Sliver. Sliver's great. Back when he
That one
stuck
with
to his...
the poo aliens.
Yeah. Fucking great film. Now he's just a cunt. I want to kick him.
Guardians were good.
I want to kick him in his dick.
Yeah,
Yeah, until he's dead.
nice.
That's how hard I'm going to kick him in his dick.
Dead dick.
I'm going to kill him.
Next trailer. Bloodthirsty. I ain't ordered these trailers.
I
so,
didn't either, mate. I just sent them the way I watched them.
Yeah. Werewolf. Sexy
Woman.
werewolf film.
Sexy werewolf woman is also sexy recording artist woman.
Yeah.
She's a lesbian.
Ooh.
Oh, that's probably just going to be a character trait
Mm.
because it seems like that kind of film.
Yeah.
She-
Sexy werewolf woman.
She turns into a werewolf. They go to this guy who's a former murderer or some shit, maybe, but he got acquitted, possibly. And they're like, we want you to direct the music video, and then shenanigans.
Mm.
It looks,
Lesbian werewolf shenanigans.
It looks a bit-
Yeah.
don't know why I included it.
I don't. It annoyed me when it were like
You like
the
horror?
most unique werewolf film that's been for years or whatever, and I'm like, just shut the fuck up. It's just a lesbian.
It's just a lesbian.
It's just a lesbian werewolf. Great.
I'm sure there's been lesbo wolves before.
Yeah.
Might make that up though.
Lesbo wolves.
You never really see lesbian female werewolves, do you, in films? There's ginger snaps, I guess. But normally they're men, aren't they?
Yeah. Because women aren't hairy sometimes.
Yeah, and we don't want them to have hair either because of our beauty standards
Yeah.
and, gender stereotypes. So women, if you're listening to this, can you please shave? You will do as we say. We'll get the feminists in, though,
Yeah.
with that, We can, at some feminist organisations on Instagram.
Antifa. Right. Next trailer, Stowaway.
Netflix, Oregano.
Generic space film.
Yeah, but it's got my girl Toni Collette in.
Yeah, but it's got my boy Daniel Day-Kim in.
Daniel Day-Lewis's son.
Yeah. It's the Daniel Day-Lewis of Asians, mate.
Asian Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Asian.
No. But yeah.
Yeah, so this is about a guy wakes up in a medical bay chair thing. And he's like, "What the fucking hell? I'm on the fucking Earth, mate. Space." And then Anna Kendra's like, "I'm fucking in Twilight, mate, and that's got werewolves in, but none of them were female."
And she did that cup song.
Cup.
I got a ticket for the cup. Cuppity, cup. Yeah.
And then she's like, "We're in space," and Toni Collette's like, "I'm the commander." And then he's like, "Are we gonna lose all our things?" And they're like, "The oxygen's dead." And they're like, "No, shall we eject the black man?" And he's like, "I can learn. They're gonna fucking shit, man."
That's a film. Done.
Damn right.
Next trailer. Initiation.
Initiation.
Oh my god.
What a flying fuck. What?
It's early, mate. Invitation, mate.
Oh.
I'm not feeling it today.
That's
I'm ill.
That's tickled me.
Freya came home with a cold, and I've now got a cold. I might have corona. I'll know tomorrow. And then they'll be like, "Get the fuck off our film set, dickhead."
How dare you kill Daniel Day-Lewis? I don't know who you're acting with.
Daniel Day-Lewis, yeah.
The man who's retired from acting, yeah. Yeah.
Initiation.
Have you ever been in Seinfeld?
Yeah, all the episodes.
Ah, yeah, I forgot that you were Jerry Seinfeld.
This film looks like Sorority Row.
It's just slasher film 101, isn't it, mate? I thought it was going to be a comedy film for like the first 40 seconds.
Yeah.
And then oh,
some
shit.
guy gets killed in the
Yeah.
toilet.
He's dead.
Yeah.
It seems like it's some kind of weird drama about raping women because they put exclamation marks after them or something.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
That's
very
how they know you're
complicated.
going to die, innit? That's like the calling card.
I thought that was what they put that on the people they banged.
Well, that guy in the toilets gets an exclamation mark, and then
And then he gets banged in the toilet.
banged against the wall, yeah.
It looks shit.
Yep. Next one.
I included it because I like horror films.
Nice.
I could have put more in, as I keep saying.
Shiva baby.
Shiva baby.
This looks like your film, doesn't it?
What do you mean it looks like my film?
Coming of age, and she's like, I'm bisexual, but sexy. It looked quite funny, but no, it's probably going to be good. Because I said that about Yes God Yes, and that were a banger.
Banger, Shane over here. And much like Yes God Yes, this is a really short film as well. It's only 77 minutes long.
Oh,
indeed.
Nice.
I like the look of it. Long time. So it's a coming of age thing about a Shiva, which is a Jewish funeral like ceremony type thing. I believe they sit Shiva for 7 days or something to honor the dead person. This broad's banging this like sugar daddy, but he's married or some shit, and he's there for some reason. And there's ex-girlfriends there as well because she's a lesbian as well as a man banger.
I love them man bangers, mate.
You know, it looks really good. It looks like it strays into weird psychological territory, possibly.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be a fun comedy. Not like Initiation, which is just a slasher film.
Yeah, it is. Definitely. Yeah, Shiva baby, it looks alright. Next trailer, Jacob's Wife. This looks like an interesting horror film comedy.
We know we like females. I come when the werewolves, but what about vampires?
Vampire.
This looks like a good film.
It does, yeah.
So a woman's married to a man. She's like, fucking hell, mate, this is boring, isn't it? So she's gonna bang this fella from her past, and then boom, they're sat on a box, and there's just some vampire in it, mate, or some shit. He gets killed, she gets bit. She's like, fucking hell, life's alright now, I'm a vampire.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some worms.
I need to get some of that blood in me.
Yeah.
And then it just looks funny and horrific.
Yeah. And then she kills a bunch of people. Her husband walks in, he's like, what the fuck? And she's like, whoa.
I didn't do it. It's like, you fucking clearly was you. Which it tickled me that line.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch the trailer for it to make better than I just said, but
better comedy. Today's a bad one, isn't it?
It looked really good though.
Yeah.
Jacob.
And he's a preacher, and he's like, go away, vampires, and he kind of comes on her side and helps her. Yeah.
I'm intrigued by it.
And she doesn't get a character name because men are the dominant species.
Even when the women are females.
Yeah.
And werewolves.
Yeah. It's still called Jacob's Wife, not character name.
Is the werewolf woman going to be allegorical of periods, and she only turns into a werewolf when she's on a rag?
Probably.
And
it looks like that kind of film.
Yeah, that's what that just came to my brain. Like, they're going to do some shit. They're going to do some shit like that, aren't they?
Yeah. In the Earth.
And then we get the crossover where the vampire eats all the fanny blood.
Oh no. Sucks that tampon like that one woman did.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Queen Elizabeth. She did it at Charles and Diana's wedding, live on national television.
Yeah. When she killed her.
I'm right. It's like, your tampon weren't even that nice. Die.
In the Earth.
This looks like a good film.
This is that guy.
Ben
like
Wheatley.
you like.
My boy Ben Wheatley. He's done folk horror before with Kill List. Awesome film. Everyone should go and watch it.
All right. I'm glad that he's done it before and he's not just copying that other guy.
What other guy?
Because it looks very, what's his fucking name? Ari Atler?
Oh, Ari Aster.
Aster, yeah.
Oh, he did Kill List in like 2011.
Oh.
Ari Aster weren't even born then.
Oh, nice. But yeah, it looks...
I'm a big fan of like folk horror.
Same.
You know, your Wicker Mans, your Witchfinder Generals, your Kill List. I like the look of this. Mostly because I like Ben Wheatley. Why did they kick him from Tomb Raider?
Because women.
To get the woman in. Or
Yeah.
I'm directing it now. But he's directing the Meg 2 or some shit. Maybe I don't fucking know anymore. Have you seen Sightseers?
No.
Great film
That rings a bell, though.
by Ben Wheatley.
Mm.
Have you seen High Rise?
That's the Tom Hiddleston one? I think so.
Have you seen Free Fire?
No.
Have you seen A Field in England?
What?
Have you seen A Field in England?
No.
From the sounds of it, then you've not seen much Ben Wheatley stuff.
No.
We'll have to do a Ben Wheatley episode.
Yeah? Well,
Yeah.
when this comes out.
But yeah, we'll watch them all.
Yeah, all of them in one episode.
Yeah. We
Nice.
could have 2 episodes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a good one. Be a good one.
Yeah?
For me, personally. Because I like
Yeah.
his...
You like Ben Wheatley, don't you?
I'm a fan.
Why don't you make love to him?
If he were here...
So what's this film about? We've not spoke about the film, we've just said about Ben Wheatley.
Oh,
Wow.
that would have been great. What's the film
Yeah.
called again?
In the Earth. That's it.
It's about this like creature from folklore, some kind of weird fucking thing. And then I don't know why he's in the woods, the main guy. But him and like is she like his guide? Is she like a park ranger woman or some shit?
I think so.
Shit happens. Spooky. Give me that in my eyes.
Yeah. There's like a hole in a tree or something. But it looks good. Watch the trailer. It's one of them psychological horror, fuck with your head kind of films. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Next trailer, We Broke Up. This has got that one guy from that one sitcom about dying. And then it's got from The Boys, who plays a Nazi in.
Ava Braun.
Mm.
There's this couple, they're having a good time. He's like, marry me. She throws up. She's like, but they've been together for 10 years. So, and then, oh no, they've got to go to their sister's wedding. And then, oh my God.
They gotta go to a wedding, but they're broken up, and then they kiss.
And they're like, we've just got to get through these 3 days.
Yeah.
We can't
And
tell
then-
people that we've broken up on the day of my sister's wedding.
Yeah, and then the guy's like saying, "Oh, you're a sister to me," and hugs her sister, and it gets all awkward, and she's like, "Why are you doing that when you know we've broken up, fam?" And then she's like, "Go on then, kiss," and we kiss, and she's like, "That's not good enough, kiss properly."
Also, they're at like a
Concentration camp.
camp wedding.
And the last trailer, Bird Girl.
TV show.
I'll waste hours watching this and probably doing something else while watching it.
I'm going to watch the shit out of it.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That Invincible's out now, isn't it? That's also an animated TV show. It's animated, by the way.
I've heard of an animated film before.
Oh,
Never an animated TV show. It's the future.
right. Shut up.
How can you do a long-form animated televisual program? It won't sell. It won't sell.
It won't sell.
It won't sell.
Never, ever, ever.
Don't believe in it.
Ever. But yeah, it's about Bird Girl, innit? And she's got a superhero team and stuff, and it's comedy. Just go watch the trailer.
It's like a workplace comedy.
Yeah.
She gets a corporation for some reason, and she has to run it. Looks really good.
Adult Swim.
Shitload more trailers got released this week as well.
Yeah?
A lot more shitty horror films.
Yeah.
One of which just showed you the monster like for pretty much all the trailer. I'm like, no one's going to watch this now. I'll send you the link to it later.
Right. Unless it's like a well-known monster.
No. And then there was this other one called The Resort, where they go to like this place in Hawaii that's been abandoned because people disappeared, and I had to turn it off after like 30 seconds. I like, fuck off. A lot of horror films have been trailered this week.
It's not even like
spooky
August.
Season. Yeah.
Weird.
Some good looking.
Yeah.
Jennifer's Wife or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but that's more of a comedy, isn't it?
And some bad. Blood werewolf.
Bloodthirsty werewolf.
Period wolf.
Why would they call it bloodthirsty?
Because she's a werewolf and she has to eat. I don't know. I've never been a werewolf. I don't know what the diet is. Yeah, because if anything, the vampire's bloodthirsty, right?
Yeah.
Compared to a werewolf. I know
Yeah.
they're not in the same universe. They've got nothing to do with each other, but
Hmm.
food for
What's a-
thought, isn't it? Food
What's
for
a better name for it?
Or the werewolf film.
Hmm.
Ragwolf.
Nice. Should we get onto the news?
Wolf Ragnarok.
Sure.
Because rag means period.
Yeah.
And the rock is also on the end of the word rag.
Yeah. Ragnarok.
The science checks out, you know.
Right. Let's get onto the news. We did Justice League last week, didn't we? There were a shitload of news, and I'm not going into that, but I'm bringing up one news because you didn't like all the slow motion in the film.
No.
Do you want to know exactly how many minutes and seconds of slow motion there is in that film?
It's like 10%, isn't it?
Mm.
What's 10%? Like 19 minutes?
24 minutes and 7 seconds of slow motion footage
Ridiculous.
within a 3 hours and 53 minutes film.
It's ridiculous.
That's a 10.35% of the whole thing, which, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Just thought I'd start off on that news because it relates to last week and it's funny. All right. Speaking about DC, though, we got some casting.
Have we?
Are you ready?
What for?
Dr. Fate has been cast in the Black Adam film. Piers Brosnan, mate.
From Mamma Mia?
Yeah, he's going to be acting alongside Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Like, ooh, I'm a Dr. Fate. Going to be good, isn't it? Somewhat, maybe. It's DC, so let's not jump the gun.
Hopefully it's more like Shazam and less like the rest of what they've put out.
Talking about Shazam, Hespera, yeah, that's character name, has been cast. Who is Hespera? Probably saying that really wrong. It's a Greek mythology woman. She's a spirit of immortality, apparently. And she tends to the golden apples of immortality. She's the bad guy of the film, it seems. And she's Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren?
She's been cast as
Mirren.
one of the villains for Shazam Fury of the Gods. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Helen Mirren. She's got some comedy chops on her, hasn't she? She's got some big old flaps on her and all.
Oh, mate. I'd love to be inside her.
Batwoman. The TV show has officially replaced Ruby Rose's Kate Kane with Wallace Day. Yep, just thought I'd say that because we covered the Ruby Rose stuff. And last bit of DC news, Zatanna film. She's some sort of circus magician woman. And Emerald Fennell is writing.
The lady who did that film.
Which film was it? Because I do recognise the name.
The woman one that's not starring Vanessa Kirby. The other one. No, not Scent of a Woman. That's a fucking Al Pacino film from the 90s.
There's the Pieces of a Woman is...
Not that one.
Ah, shit. Don't know then.
Diary of a Woman.
Diary of Benjamin Button's Woman. Wimpy kid.
She's in that one televisual programme called The Midwife.
Oh, is she?
She's the ginger lesbo.
I've never watched it, mate.
You've never seen Call the Midwife?
No, Heather loves it, though.
Oh,
Judge
mate.
Fudge loves it, though. Sorry. Using real names, mate.
It gets you in. It's fucking good. I like that one episode where there's an unexploded bomb from World War II, and they're like, "Oh, it's a fucking bomb! I'm having a baby!" Ah!
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's, yeah, sure. And that's it for the DC news. Let's get on to some Marvel news. Black Widow is now set for Disney Plus and theatrical debut on July the 9th.
It certainly is.
Should have done it a year ago, mate.
Should have done, yeah.
Also, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings has moved to September the 3rd. And we'll also get a Disney Plus and theatrical release. And, oh yeah, these two are premiere access, so you have to pay for them on Disney Plus. But Luca is coming straight to Disney Plus without a premiere access.
It is. That's the Pixar film for anyone who's...
So you can only suggest that Kevin Feige is like, no, people have to pay for my fucking films, mate. Because he's a bastard, man.
Bastard.
And Cruella is coming to Disney Plus as well on May the 28th. Yeah. And a bunch of things have like moved up. I think The Eternals is in November now, I think. And Spider-Man's in December or something.
Right.
Who fucking knows? Who cares? They're not going to get released ever, so probably get delayed again. Talking about Spider-Man, though, No Way Home crew. This is big spoilers, but it's not because we've already talked about it. Someone leaked a picture of the crew merchandise that the crew obviously get for being a part of the film. And it includes a drawing of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, as well as Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And Andrew Garfield's stunt double has been seen on set next to Tom Holland's stunt double. So he's going to be in No Way Home for definite. Which, you know, death section. There's a big death this week, isn't there?
There's 2 big deaths this week.
George Segal.
Yes.
Was that Steven's dad?
Nope, because he's much better than that prick.
Is he related in any way?
Nope.
Oh.
No one's related to Steve. He made himself because he's that fucking hard. You know. Judge Segal, an American actor and musical man.
Musical man.
In a lot of dramatic and comedy roles from the 60s and 70s, film-wise. Ooh. Like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, The Hot Rock, you know, Touch of Class, California Split, you know, those kind of things.
Mm.
But he's probably most well known to our generation for being in the Goldbergs.
Oh, yeah.
He's Pop, the granddad of the
Mm.
Goldbergs. A show that I love.
Goldberg is in the Goldbergs for that one cameo.
He's in it a few episodes. Yeah.
Is he?
The Goldbergs is a great show, man. Made me cry a bunch of times.
Mm.
And the inevitable episode where they deal with his death is going to make me just be emotional, you know? Just a wonderfully funny actor, you know? He's good in a lot of shit. He's really, really good. Sitcom royalty, you know? He's also in Just Shoot Me, a sitcom from the 90s, which you might have heard of.
No.
No? Okay, then. Just check. Not been in Seinfeld.
Oh.
Not been in Seinfeld. Let me check how he died. I think it was like just natural causes, but
How old was he?
he was 87. Oh, he died of complications from bypass surgery.
Yeah, that's shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sad times.
And the other death this week is Jessica Walters, which everyone should know.
It's Jessica Walter. Just to
Is it?
yeah,
Oh.
not Birch, the great name of Jessica Walter. Probably most famous again to us for playing Mallory Archer in the wonderful show Archer.
Yeah.
And for playing Lucille Bluth in one of my favourite shows ever, Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's
Shit.
fucking just great in that. But she's in over 170 films, TV shows, and stage productions. So she's not just a two-show woman.
No.
You know?
Archer's lost 2 like big characters Well, I say recently, but because they lost the butler guy, didn't they? The guy who did his voice. Sad times.
And Burt Reynolds, he was in that show and he's dead.
Oh yeah, shit.
But she's also in a great Clint Eastwood film called Plain Misty for Me, which I recommend everyone watches from the 70s. She was obviously in a lot of films and stuff before she became sitcom royalty. 2 big sitcom hitters, man.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad times.
Was she in Seinfeld though?
Let's have a look. Let's check. We're just checking. We're just checking. Just checking. Just checking. Of course she's in Murder, She Wrote, because that's the fucking equivalent of Seinfeld that's policey. Oh, she voiced Fran Sinclair in Dinosaurs as well.
Oh, Dinosaurs is a banging film.
Not in Seinfeld, but is in an episode of Just Shoot Me, starring.
Oh,
George-
nice. That's nice.
No, not in Seinfeld.
Oh, sad. How did she die?
From being too hot. No,
Wow.
she died in her sleep. No
Oh.
cause was given. 80 years old.
Grandad Dick's nearly 80.
He's fucking old, man.
Do you think he'll die in his sleep?
No, I think he'll die by trying to climb up some stairs.
I think you'll murder him, to be honest.
Or he tries to reach for something
Mm,
in like a supermarket, right?
yeah.
And then just a bunch of paint falls on him, paint cans.
Yeah.
Even though he's not in a paint can aisle.
Yeah.
I want some peanut butter. Boom!
Paint can.
Paint cans. Not singular, multiple.
Multiple.
Yeah, he's like
Fuck.
crushed by
He's-
paint cans.
Yeah.
There's
He's
like-
proper dead then.
There's like a pile of paint cans on him, and they're like, "We're just gonna have to shut down Morrison's.
Mm.
This is his tomb now."
Yeah.
And
And then
people,
it's a whole exhibit. It's art, really.
and then it becomes broken down and forgot about the tomb, and then people go there. Do you know people who like looking at abandoned buildings and shit?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like a hot spot for abandoned building goers, and then he wants it.
Mm.
So, but he's there with an apparition of the Dulux dog,
Yeah.
you know, from the paint,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's just them like pulling hijinks to these
Nice.
people who are going exploring,
That's a good death.
and then he fucks the dog a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does fuck dogs, doesn't he?
it's weird, isn't it?
Fucks dogs with his wrinkly dick.
So wrinkly, man.
Mm.
It's like not even funny how wrinkly it is.
It's like a wet towel.
It needs ironing or steaming or something to get them creases out. You know?
He's got more foreskin than dick.
I was gonna say he's got no dick,
Oh. It's just a wrinkly skin flap.
just foreskin.
Nice.
You know?
Right, let's carry on with this news. John Wick creator gets fucked. Gets booted, doesn't he? He's like, it wasn't my choice to leave the projects. And they were like, you know what? You've created this thing for us, now you can fuck off. We're going to
You
ruin
created it. You made us a shitload of money. Now you can get gone.
it.
You
We're
will-
going to milk it for everything it's
You
got.
will not darken this doorway ever again, lad. Living in a bit.
Oh, man.
Because there's about 17 more films coming out, 12 TV shows,
Yep,
you know. Oh, it's going to be diluted down so much.
yep.
God damn it.
It's probably going to be an anime.
Probably.
Fucking hell.
The first film's still a Stone Cold classic, though.
I like the second one.
The second one's also a Stone Cold classic. And I like the third one, even though it's weird.
Yeah, weird's a word for it.
I like Halle Berry, though, because she's got lovely breasts.
She fucks that one Billy Bob.
Right in the Billy Bobs, you know.
Speaking about John Wick, though, Chad Stahelski. Is that how you say his name?
Probably.
Yeah. He's directing a video game adaptation. A very loved video game of this podcast. Ghost of Tsushima.
A rice ball.
Do they need a film? No. I mean, the game's basically a film.
Yeah, it's very cinematic. It's unnecessary. This is unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. How are they going to condense that story
Yeah.
into a 2-hour film?
It's probably like 3 hours. 3-hour Japanese epic.
Is it?
And we're going to cast Tom Cruise.
And they're going to reanimate Akira Kurosawa to be a creative consultant.
Yeah. Yeah. You'd think they'd get like an Asian director, wouldn't you?
It's not an Asian game, though, is it? It's an American game.
I guess.
If it was a Japanese thing, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to just get the voice actors, seeming as they are actors and they are all mo-capped into the game?
Probably not.
That'd just be just dumb. Because the mo-capped in.
Yeah, but probably
Saying
not.
that, though, they didn't get Thingy to play Nathan Drake, did they? So,
Not got this sort of star power needed, I guess, for
Just put Daniel Day-Kim in.
Daniel Day-Lewis, mate. He can act out anything.
Yeah.
Comes out of retirement, yellows up, and that's his swan song.
Yeah.
You know,
That'd be beautiful. His last film weren't good.
I've not seen
It's not good.
Gangs of New York.
Yeah. And some more.
Do we need that film? No.
No.
Because it's... And is it going to be watered down? Probably. It's not going to be like my boy Lone Wolf, chopping every fucker's limbs off.
Yeah.
Fucking bunch of tits everywhere.
It's just not a... Like, they've got fucking...
His
better-
baby's in a cart, but the cart's basically at a death race and like spikes and shit come out of it and they're chopping cunts' legs off. Not going to be like that, is it?
No. Like, this comes off the back of announcing the PlayStation Studios. That's their new kind of... It's not Sony Interactive whatever presents, it's PlayStation Studios now. So they can dive into films and TV shows that they are doing. But you've got better games to make into films that adapt better and be... Because it's a very cinematic game. And it's not like it's like Supernatural or... I mean, the Legend stuff is, but...
Yeah, but they're not like sort of main story
No.
kind of thing.
And it suits well as a game because there's so much to do in it. And in this, like, in the film, they can't really show how he brings everyone together. Like, it worked better as a TV show.
But it'd have to be very, very streamlined if it was going to... Well, it's going to be it, with it being a film.
Yeah.
Unless they deviate so fucking wildly that...
It's just going to be bad either way, I think.
It might be good. He's a good director, for the most part.
There's just way too many characters, though, to bring together and then have a big battle. I can see how they could just make it, like, not make the Mongolian army keep going north. Like, how they can just probably do just, like, the very first part of the first island, getting everyone together, and then, like, skip to the second island battle kind of thing. So the Shogun's there and your uncle's there and stuff.
So
But then you got to do...
making a trilogy then is what you're doing?
No, I mean, like, if they did it in one film.
Oh,
just
right.
kind of, like, skip a lot. I feel like it has to be, like, a few films, not just one, though.
Yeah, because you need those side missions to build the characters in the game. How are they going to do that in the film?
Unless they're just going to make him, like, a one-man army kind of thing.
It is by the John Wick boy. So
Yeah. Just make God of War instead.
just make Uncharted, but better.
Just make Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oof. Just make WWF SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I'm looking at that game now, that's why I said that one.
You got some better games to adapt into films.
Yeah,
It's
like
weird that
Spider-Man 2.
it's weird that they've chose the latest exclusive.
It did big numbers though, didn't it?
Yeah, but has it got a massive fan base compared to the other exclusives?
Probably, or probably not. Those are the options.
Let's move on. Talking about John Wick, though, still kind of. Keanu Reeves' Berserker is getting a film and a anime Netflix show.
Of course, because what else? Everything is, you know?
Yep. I mean, Netflix will greenlight a show which has got me in, so.
And that is shit from what I've heard.
It's not good. But yeah, I've never read the Berserker comics. I'm guessing it's just like John Wick, but he's not as refined.
I'm not sure.
Bit of game news now, because who cares about Keanu Reeves? Bethesda's fan favourite E3 presenter woman, Ikumi Nakamura, is opening up an indie studio of her own, isn't she? Which is pretty cool. Fans will get behind that because she's cute and stuff at E3, and she makes everyone laugh, and she does dances, and yeah.
Dancing is pretty cool.
And
And that's the people.
who doesn't like an indie game, eh?
I like an indie game. I don't like his Indian games.
Life of Pi, the video game.
Indian game.
Oh, like Cherokees.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen joins Spielberg's new film. Is this the biopic?
I believe this semi-autobiographical tail.
He's playing his funny uncle or something with a raspy laugh.
Yeah.
He's launched his own weed company, hasn't he, Seth Rogen?
Not surprising. He likes the marijuana.
Yeah. Apparently it's like good weed, according to Joe Rogan, who likes his weed. We've just been sent a picture of some weed. George,
Already.
what's up with you?
I get some real joke.
Yeah. George R.R. Martin signs 5-year deal with Hebel.
What drugs have you done?
Just weed, mate.
That one time?
No, you used to do it in uni.
Because you were,
Sounds weird when you say I've done weed.
because you were hard, weren't you?
Oh yeah, big boy.
One of cool boys.
Big boy, big boy. Stop missing drugs.
I know. Just looking off into the distance like...
The good old times. George R.R. Martin. Why have you put... I don't care.
I don't fucking know. I thought it's kind of shit we have to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's not dead.
He's going to be in our death section soon.
He looks like a man who should be dead. He for sure got all the diabetes.
Oh yeah.
Sure. I don't think he has his feet. I think they're fake.
I don't think he has like a scalp.
I don't think he has a neck.
It's
just like a ball with a fucking another ball on top.
Like a snowman.
Yeah, but like a human.
Snowman human.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's signed a 5-year deal with HBO to probably do some Game of Thrones shit. Who cares?
He's not going to see it through. He'll be dead too. So it don't matter.
You ready for our last bit of news
Before
we get on to the big pineapple? Big Boy's doing big boy things. Had some reviews, didn't it?
Did.
I've just got 2 quotes from very short quotes. Someone's called it exhausting, and another one is it's toe-curlingly bad. So
right.
That's going to be fun to watch, isn't it?
How do you make it so bad? Just let the monsters do the monster things, big boy things. Big boys, big boy things. I don't care about the fucking humans.
It's going to be mostly humans, isn't it? It's going to be humans going, yeah, but we need Kong. Can we go and get Kong?
They don't meet in the film until 40 minutes in.
What?
The big boys.
Really?
It takes them 40 minutes to meet.
Oh my god. Just start the film with them fighting.
I don't care about fucking Millie Bobby Brown if she's in this one.
Yeah,
or fucking kill them all at the beginning. Get them gone.
Just have them all stood in a line looking really cool and then Godzilla.
They're all on a plane. Swat them out the air.
Yeah.
That's a cool image, you know? Or they grab the plane and he uses it as a projectile to throw Godzilla or some shit. Just let them fucking just run riot. God damn it.
Have you like properly read a review then? Because I only looked at the...
I read the Empire review.
All right.
So it popped up on my timeline on Facebook. So I was like, fuck it, let's see what they get in. Oh, 2 stars, because the humans are shit.
Is there many fight scenes then? Or is it just like...
I didn't read it all, if I'm being honest.
All right. Okay, you stopped at then me 40 minutes into the film.
Oh, well, that's me done.
But
plus, I don't like Empire anymore. They've gone bad.
To be fair, it's not surprising because these monster films have been like that throughout the whole.
Yeah, they have been, right?
Like Godzilla were like that, but end of the film, you saw him. And then Kong Skull Island, I think.
And Kong Skull Island's probably the best one, but that's because of the period setting, I'm guessing. Because the characters are still shit.
I think they're better because they're just one-dimensional, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like Tom Hiddleston's just like, let's go to this island.
I forgot you were in that film. Yeah.
Yeah. And Samuel L. Jackson's like, big monkey.
You know, King of Monsters. That can fuck right off.
You know, the one that's probably supposed to be a lot more action-packed than this one. You know, you've got about 5 different monsters in it.
I don't care about their fucking divorce that's playing out in the middle of it, man. Fuck them. Fuck them all off. I couldn't care less. It's bollocks.
So what is the 40 minutes of?
Probably just a bunch of bollocks saying we need to take Kong back to his island because reasons.
Or is it them getting Kong from his island?
No, I think it's them taking him back to his island.
Or why do we have him in the first place? We don't get him at end of Kong Skull Island, do we?
It'll be explained in like a weird 3-minute opening title scene
Oh yeah.
that people like to do. It baffles me how they can get a MonsterVerse so wrong by putting human shit in it.
I mean, you don't even need to take the humans out. Just make them do little and be scared.
Yeah, it's like
Put one badass soldier in there who's like, I can take on King Kong, and then he just dies.
it makes me long for the days of fucking 98 Godzilla, and that's fucking shit.
Yeah.
Is
Is that one with John Reno in?
Yeah, Matthew Broderick.
That's the film that he did instead of Matrix, isn't it?
I don't know.
Jean Reno.
Just let the big boys do what they do.
Do big boy things.
You know, it baffles.
Mm.
It baffles.
Are we not watching this one then?
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'll just skip all the guff. And be
Could we
like,
do an episode? Oh no, there's 4 films, isn't there?
I'm not doing an episode on the MonsterVerse.
I guess we could do Godzilla, Kong Skull Island, and then Godzilla versus Kong. Because King of Monsters don't.
Oh no, you have to watch it if I've watched it.
Not even review it, just watch it. I've just gotta put myself through it. Right, should we get on to Big Pineapple? Our Big Pineapple today is all about wrestling, boys. Because I'm gonna be busy and doing secret stuff, we'll just do a few lists for the next 2 episodes. So fuck you if you wanted a review. 5 favourite and least favourite wrestlers. That is our list. This is not 5 what we think are the 5 best wrestlers or worst wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's just our favourites, depending on.
That's a completely different list.
Yes, that we will do in the future.
I've also not included females in mine because I thought, have you included women?
Women.
So I thought that could be another list we could do in the future.
Oh, that's going to be a hard list to pick 5 good women.
I know. I can think of maybe half of one. And the worst is it's right up there already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's like...
Can we just do a top 100 worst list?
700.
Yeah. It's just every female wrestler.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Right. So we're going to start with our favourite wrestlers. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, I've not got a 5th yet, so...
Oh, yeah, you haven't, have you? Well, my 5th favourite wrestler... I mean, before I start this list, I'm going to say this list is always changing. And it was... The favourite list was really, really hard. The least favourite, I was just like, yeah, I hate them 5 wrestlers, why not? But yeah, I've probably got some on here which don't really belong. But at the moment where wrestling is, yeah, fuck it. So, 5th favourite wrestler of all time is The Miz. Because, you know, he's been around for a while. I mean, Grandad Dick's going to hate this.
Solid shout, though, man. He's so consistent.
Yep. He's an amazing heel. He's like the only true heel still kind of ongoing. I mean, he does swap to a babyface now and again, but he's way better as a heel. Just because he knows he's annoying as fuck.
Yeah, he can rile fucks up, can't he? That boy.
He can. And his wrestling ability is just... It's just good, isn't it? He's an all-rounder wrestler. Like... And the fact that he can go on and steal some guy's move who is like out with a concussion, I know he's not anymore, and just make it his own, and the fans get behind it. Like if it were anyone else, they'd be like, "Oh no, I don't like that. It's cringy." But because it's a Miz, and he's such a dick, he can just steal Daniel Bryan's kicks, and he's just, he's just really good.
He's had some banging matches as well.
Yeah.
Is it the career versus title match he has against Dolph Ziggler for the IC belt, like in 2016?
I think so.
That's a fucking that's a barn burner. There's a fatal 4-way matches in from, I think it's Extreme Rules 2016, which has got him, Cesaro, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, I think, which is just one of my favourite matches of like the last 5 years.
Mm.
It's really fucking good. It's just, it's in some brilliant stuff.
And he's like one of the ones that's been there as long as other people, but has never, Like he's always kind of in a title shot, but it's mostly like Intercontinental or US title. He's never really got that much a chance at the big boy titles. I mean, he's been Mr. Money in the Bank or whatever for.
I was so happy when he won the belt, and then I was like, oh, he's going to lose it the next day.
Yeah.
He deserved a long runway.
Yeah. Because they're missing that good heel. All they've got is just silent big boys.
Not even good big boys.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, he's been there ages. And people like Randy Orton, who's been there ages as well, are always in the fucking title shot. And main event in every fucking pay-per-view. And he's always either pulling someone else up from the shit or in a tag team or just being a jobber. He's just a good...
He's good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's really good at what he does.
And he got the job from just hanging around being annoying as fuck, so you've got to give it to him. Yeah, so he's one of the current wrestlers, and he's my fifth favourite wrestler.
Of all time.
Of all time.
I have a list of about 16 people that could be number 5.
Well, we can do honourable mentions as well.
We'll do them before 1, shall we?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Chris Jericho in at number 5.
Nice.
He don't really have bad matches.
No.
He's one of the greatest to ever step inside the ring in terms of in-ring ability. He's one of the greatest talkers of all time. He's such a great heel. Even good as a babyface, which is a tough thing to do, be good at both. He's constantly reinventing himself, which is good because he's been around since 1990 as a wrestler. And
30 years.
The constant reinvention keeps him relevant in
he's good at recognizing when the gimmick's going kind of stale into.
Yeah, like he knows when to step back. Like he left WWE in 2005 for 2 years, and then came back and was bigger than ever. Put on arguably some of his best stuff against Shawn Michaels and stuff for the World Heavyweight title. Had the match he called his favorite ever against Shawn Michaels in a ladder match. The World Heavyweight title in that era,
Nice.
I'm just going to list a bunch of matches that I like that he's in.
Fine.
versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 19. All the stuff he did in New Japan recently, where again, himself. Actually, pretty much everything he's done in AEW up to this point.
Yeah, he's
now a babyface again because
they turned on him, didn't they?
Yeah. MJF did, not the rest of the Inner Circle.
Yeah, but they didn't really stop MJF, did they? So
no, they all got knocked out by the Pinnacle. That's why.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're going to get like stable versus stable, which I'm down for. The first undisputed champion, mate. Granted, he was booked incredibly poorly. Triple H and all that, but we'll get on to him.
Oh boy.
He's just fucking great. The fucking Festival of Friendship angle, Kevin Owens is just one of the best things they've done.
I love it.
Like, ever.
I loved his list gimmick. Just funny as fuck.
Yeah. All this stuff in WCW when he was propping up the undercard in WCW at that time was just insane. And we had other people who I'm going to talk about later. Putting them down. Like all his cruiserweight stuff, his matches against Dean Malenko and Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, all these guys, his matches against Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit in WWE, WWF at the time, his matches against RVD in 2002, just stealing the fucking show every goddamn time. All his tag team work, with whoever he's with, his stuff with Christian and his stuff with Edge and all of it. All his stuff with The Rock. They've had some banging promos. His debut in WWF is just insanely iconic and one of the greatest. And he should have won the Royal Rumble in 2012 instead of Sheamus. He invented the Money in the Bank match.
He's just a big boy, isn't he?
He's got one of the best brains for wrestling ever. And when he eventually does hang up his boots, he's just going to be working backstage, just being fucking great.
Yeah. I don't think he will until he gets injured.
You know, he'd just be a fucking banging manager.
Yeah, he would, to be fair. He just knows the business in and out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He knows what's good for it and what's not. And that's why he left WWE to join AEW.
Well, he joined New Japan first.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he can still wrestle in New Japan because they have the partnership and stuff. So, his stuff in ECW, his pre-WCW days is all excellent. He's in some fucking stellar matches. Even further back, if you go to his Smoky Mountain Wrestling stuff, or when he were touring in Germany in CWA, and all this stuff with Lance Storm, you know?
Hey.
He's one of my boys. They're like best friends, you know? They debuted in the same match together. They're just awesome. And I know quite a bit about Chris Jericho, apparently. I'm a big fan.
Trump supporter, though.
I don't give a shit.
Let's not get political.
Someone on my
Nice.
list is a Trump supporter as well.
Hey, I know who that is.
I just wrote Chris Jericho at number 5 finally.
Nice.
He's been playing on my mind for like 4 weeks. Who's it going to be?
My fourth favourite. I struggled with this spot, to be fair, because I knew Miz were going to be in there, and I have my top 3. This spot could go to any of my honourable mentions.
Why did you not put Miz at number 4 then?
Because Miz is he's still kind of new, weirdly.
He's not. He's been around since like 2005.
It's the latest one on my list. Yeah, my number 4th spot is Edge.
Okay.
He's despite what he's doing now, because he's just been thrust into the main event when he said that he didn't want to be, which is annoying. But he's had some good matches. You know, he's been in a tag team that was one of the biggest tag teams ever. He was in the first TLC match. He fucking speared Jeff Hardy off that ladder thing, didn't he? And then he had a real life feud with Matt Hardy after he fucked Lita in the ring. He's a good heel. He's a good actor. He's in Vikings. That's probably why I put him as number 4. But no, it's hard because I'm like, I could have put someone else there, but we'll get onto that. But I just went with who I have always thought was cool. To be fair, I was thinking when I was doing this list, who would I pick to play as in the WWE game? And I do pick Edge a lot, just because he's got the spear. It's not the best spear by any means, but he just does that cool corner thing where he like puts his hair up and he goes all psychopathic, doesn't he? I don't know. There's just something really cool about Edge. That's
not the greatest babyface ever, though. Sadly,
no.
As a heel, I found anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the babyface has worked now because he's obviously come back from.
But he's turning heely, mate.
I know. I saw him. Stuff. Yeah, he attacked Roman and Uso with a chair, didn't he?
He's a nasty boy.
I mean, not Uso, Daniel Bryan. Why do I keep getting them mixed up? Fucking hell. But yeah, because obviously the main event's going to be. Well, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, not a great babyface, but a really good heel. He's just cool, and he was in that really good match against Mick Foley, weren't he? So.
What's your favourite Edge match?
It's got to be the TLC match.
Which one?
The first one.
He's in multiple, right? Okay.
The TLC match.
Okay.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, it's not the WrestleMania 20, is it? The Extreme Rules against Mick Foley. It's not that because I can't put someone's best match as an Extreme Rules match because it may look cool,
but a TLC match is acceptable.
Because it's not just smacking each other with various objects, is it?
In many respects, yes.
I guess so.
With and through various objects.
I don't know. It's got ladders though, hasn't it?
An Extreme Rules match can have ladders.
That one didn't.
But it
And
had fire.
Yeah, but it didn't have
Did it have
spear
thumbtacks?
from a. Yeah, it did. Of course it did.
Yeah, but it had fucking spear through fire.
Mm.
Not me, I don't know that much.
But yeah, Edge at number 4. You think you know him? And he's got a really cool entrance, hasn't he? So
I like it when he wears like jackets.
trench coats.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah. But he was in that really, really, really bad match.
Which one?
The greatest match ever.
I thought you were talking about the one prior to that.
I mean, that was a really bad match as well.
But that I did have a really big fucking ladder.
Yeah. Oh, that's angered me. Right. What's your number 4 spot?
The year is
Fourth best.
2002. A young man has been wrestling for 4 years at this point. He's offered a developmental contract by the WWF.
Mm.
They offer him pittance. $500 a week is what they offer him. He turns it down.
Mm.
He joins TNA. What are you laughing at?
I just know where it's going as well.
He becomes the greatest wrestler of this generation.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4. Number 4's very high.
Yeah, to be fair.
That man is right there on my shelf. That man is AJ Styles. Who would have guessed it?
Yeah.
He put on stellar matches week after week, year after year in TNA until they offered him a pay cut. And he was like, no. I'm going to go to New Japan and put on stellar match week after week, year after year against the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura. And all those people will not talk about his feud with Nakamura in WWE. Then in 2016, there's a little known match called the Royal Rumble.
Mm.
And this man enters at number 3. We don't see his entrance because WWE decided to just show us Roman Reigns' face. I marked out when I saw like big time, like straight up, just like.
Is that the biggest mark out you've had?
Probably.
My biggest mark out was when the Hardy Boys returned.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
At WrestleMania, because that was set up so good by the New Day.
And the fact that they wrestled at Ring of Honor the night before as well.
Mm. Just to throw everyone off.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on about AJ.
And now he's been the most consistently brilliant person in WWE for the past 4 or 5 years.
I mean, he even made John Cena look good.
He put on a trio of fantastic matches against John Cena.
Yeah.
Probably my favourite John Cena matches, without a doubt.
Definitely.
He made Roman Reigns good.
Yep.
In their little feud they had, especially the 2016 Extreme Rules, man. That's a decent pay-per-view. It's got 2 good matches. So it's a decent pay-per-view.
Is that one where Brock opens Randy Orton's head?
That's SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah, it is.
2015 or so.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, he made AJ look good. He made Reigns look good, should I say? You know.
Well, he makes himself look good as well.
They were behind him 100% because he won the WWE belt like pretty much straight away.
Mm.
You know, he had a decent feud with Chris Jericho. That was his first thing, and then they're like, have the big belts. I mean, John Cena don't lose cleanly to many people. They let my boy.
Big match, John.
My boy Alan beat him. Right, we're in TNA now.
Mm.
Multiple-time X Division champion. The X Division was just insane at that point, especially when WWE with the Cruiserweight division was just an afterthought, essentially, by this point. But you had AJ Styles just putting on clinics against everyone. His stuff with Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe, especially, all good shit. You know, he multiple-time NWA and TNA heavyweight champion as well. He's in my favourite TNA match of all time against Abyss in the 6-side to steel match from Lockdown 2005. It's fucking awesome. Highly recommend it. Done excellent stuff in Ring of Honor. You know, all that stuff there. Just all this stuff in New Japan with the Bullet Club and everything.
Mm.
Fantastic. He deserves a better spot than a tag match at WrestleMania.
We'll get onto that, shall we?
He's just good. I can't say anything bad about him because he's just great.
Yeah.
He's literally one of the best ever. He makes everybody like better.
Yeah. I mean, he was in one of the best, well, my favourite WWE match from last year, which was the Sami Zayn, Jeff Hardy, and him.
Oh yeah.
TLC? Was that TLC?
Was that at TLC? It was a ladder match. I know that much.
Yeah.
It was a good match though.
Yeah.
He's fucking good. The stuff he does, especially if you go back and watch the stuff he was doing in TNA, he was just doing like fucking shit that no one had ever done before, and it's just like fuck yeah. And the Stars Clash is just a fucking brilliant finishing move.
Yeah.
Not the Calf Crusher, which should be called the Calf Killer. Damn you, WWE.
Got a beautiful Pele kick as well.
He does. He's fucking good. I need to get his up. But he's good, isn't he?
Why didn't I put him in my list?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Shall I go into my top 3? Well, my third spot.
Go on.
I mean, this guy's got to be in there. He's been my favourite since, well, not my favourite. One of my favourites since I was a kid. You know, early days of wrestling for me.
Mark Henry, innit?
Yep. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry. No. You know, it was in a rivalry that dominated WWE for a while. Arguably in the best era of WWE. And that man is Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, it's not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's Stone Cold, all right? He's just anti-authority, badass, redneck. Got one of my favourite finishers, the Stunner, and he pulls it off so well.
The Stunner is beautiful.
I mean, The Rock does sell it the best.
Oh, The Rock sells it like a champ.
Oh, yeah. The Rock sells anything like a champ.
Great seller. One of the best.
But yeah, you know, all these real shit going against Vince McMahon as well, and his hard shit that he's been through. I mean, now he's a bit weird now. He's just doing anything he can, really. MTV shows and podcasts and, you know, talking to The Undertaker about racist stuff or something. And, yeah, he's got one of the coolest entrances in WWE. You know shit was going to go down when that glass shattered.
Yeah, it gets a pop out of everyone, doesn't it, that?
Yeah. It's like when you watch like a Rock versus Stone Cold match back in the day, you're like, fuck me, these fans actually liked matches. Now you're just like, God. But yeah, he's a big boy, isn't he? I mean, he's not that great of an in-ring wrestler. I mean, there's many more people that are better than him. He's just got his character down to a T, and I mean, there's Kevin Owens reminds me of him nowadays. I mean, he has stole his finisher, and he's a lot like him, anti-authority kind of symbolism. But he just made that character. I don't think anyone's ever gonna do a better version of that. He's just good. He's just a cool bald man. And before that, he was stunning Steve Austin and could go suck a dick. But
he had some banging matches in WCW though.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't. Fucking WCW. They had everyone there. They could have. They had the blocks, the building blocks, but they were. Oh. We'll get onto it.
But yeah, Andy drinks beer and swears and just does everything against professionalism. He's great. He's a big boy, and I'm happy that he's not trying to break himself to get back into the ring to have one last match. He's just like, yeah, I'm done. I don't care anymore. But yeah, and him and The Rock, their rivalry will live on for forever as one of the best rivalries. So yeah, short but sweet, but everyone knows Stone Cold, don't we? 316, Rattlesnake, big boy.
That's an iconic promo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass.
Who's in your third place?
Well, very much conversely to your third place.
Nice.
It's your boy, the Dwayne Rock Johnson man.
Young Rock.
I'm right. It's The Rock, the people's champion, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment.
That's nice.
And I get a hell yeah.
We've got this weird wavelength.
Not ranking though.
No.
He came in as a green babyface. Survivor Series 1995.
Yeah, he did.
Rocky Maivia, obviously honouring his pops and his grandpops, his heritage. But then he just went on a tear during the Nation of Domination, dropped the Maivia, became The Rock. The rest is history, really.
Yep.
The single greatest talker in wrestling history, in my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, just the most charismatic man ever. What are you laughing at?
That's a big statement.
I'm not wrong.
Ever. In the
Ever.
whole entire world.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But even he couldn't get Roman Reigns over.
No.
You know.
And he hasn't been seen since he caught CM Punk.
Just good. Underrated in the ring, in my opinion.
Do you think that's because he does like the same 5 moves and then...
No, he does more than that. The People's Elbow is one of the greatest things ever.
Oh, boy.
Great. His feud with Stone Cold is like next level good, you know. His stuff with Chris Jericho, his stuff against Triple H, where he should have gone over at WrestleMania 2000, WrestleMania 16. We'll get onto that in the future. He was so hot in 2000, man. He was like just insanely over.
All right. Not sexy then.
Oh, still very, very sexy.
Sexy boy.
Very, very sexy. He's just great. He's just fucking good.
Also a banging entrance music.
Yeah. All the catchphrases. I love him. I've got his figure somewhere in this room. Somewhere. You know? I just love him. He got a decent match out of Hulk Hogan, mate.
That's hard.
Which is, you know, should have headlined WrestleMania 18, perhaps. The Rock. I don't really need to say much about The Rock. He's just fucking awesome.
Yeah, short and sweet, like my Stone Cold one. Like everyone knows him.
Iconic, you know, iconic. Always gets a great reaction when he comes back to cut a promo or whatever.
Yeah.
Had the shortest ever WrestleMania ever. Beat Eric Rowan in like 2 seconds. Which is a feat because you have to be in a match for at least 3 seconds.
Well, for it to be a natural match.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
You know? He's good. Just go. I often just go on YouTube and just watch him trash talking.
Yeah.
It brings me happiness. His stuff with Mankind's great, even if he did like try and kill Mick Foley with a billion shots to the head. You know?
I like his promos against Booker T. They're always funny to watch.
Yeah. He just the Rock and Sock Connection's great. Just, the This Is Your Life bit that they did's awesome. He's that good. In one promo, he ruined any chance of Billy Gunn ever getting a push after he won the King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Man. You know.
I mean, that's a bit harsh on Billy Gunn, but...
I mean, funny though.
Funny though, yeah. Shall I get on to my second favourite wrestler of all time? This one is a new love, but an old wrestler.
Okay.
Well, when I say old, he's not that old. He's just returned. Part of a tag team. But very, very overshadowed by his tag team partner. I believe he's a better in-ring performer than his tag team partner.
Scotty Twatty, innit?
Yes. But no, he's just a really funny man as well, in actual real life. And I just want to see more of him. A lot more.
He's vulgar, innit, from the oddities?
Yes. Now, I am obviously talking about the one and only man who returned at Royal Rumble, and then went straight to the rival company, and that is Christian.
He did. He went straight there.
You were like, you know what, Edge, I'll come with you to Royal Rumble, but then I'm being a big brain and going to the better company. Fuck you. I don't know why Edge went to WWE. I feel like he's too...
old.
It's probably because he's a Hall of Famer and he's too in there, isn't he? Christian should have been a Hall of Famer years ago.
I mean, he's got no chance of being in at the minute now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A good few years now.
Yeah, they weren't happy with him, were they? But he's just great, and I really want to see more of him. And it's just sad that he got so overshadowed by Edge. So all about the R-rated superstar.
The rated R superstar.
What R-rated superstar? What the fuck? But yeah, he did leave. He went to TNA, didn't he? Christian, and he was big there.
2006.
As he should
Christian
be.
Cage.
Christian Cage, and he's
Have you
come
seen
back
his-
as Christian
Have you seen
Cage.
his ladder match against Kazarian?
No,
Oh, treat yourself.
I will.
Watch that match.
I do. I really like him now.
He's having his first match in AEW against Kazarian as well. So they're calling back to the feud they had in TNA,
Oh, nice.
which is cool.
I saw the promo actually when they were backstage, and they were like, "I ain't got an opponent," kind of thing. Oh, mate.
I watch AEW is the only thing I watch week on, week out. So
I really need to start watching it.
it's so much better than WWE.
Yeah. And I'm so glad they went to AEW. Because if he just went back to WWE, he'd just be doing the same shit that he did
Yeah.
way before, just getting overshadowed by the guy that came back from a massive injury that no one comes back from.
He's gonna be. He seems like he's gonna be entering a thing with Kenny as well in AEW.
Yeah.
So,
Because didn't he do that when he first came back? That'd be good. If he actually give him like opportunities like Jericho has, kind of thing.
I want to see him and Jericho do stuff together again as well.
Yeah.
I'd mark out for that. Because I said him and Jericho won. They did some good stuff together as well.
Because he's not like he only stopped wrestling because Edge stopped wrestling.
No, he had like concussion issues with it, I think. He
Did he?
like quietly retired, yeah. They didn't give him like any fanfare or anything. So
It's annoying.
yeah. Should have stayed with TNA. As much as they were a bit shit after he'd gone, that period we'll talk about it in a bit.
Yeah. But it's like I say, like this list is always changing. Apart from the number one spot, that's always going to stay the same. But right now, Christian's up there, and I want to see him do a lot more.
It's the TLC match in it, of course, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
What's your favourite non-tag team Christian match? And why is it his belting match against Kazarian? The ladder match. I think you really like it. Once you've seen it, let me know.
Yeah.
It's good shit. It's good shit.
He's good in that one Royal Rumble.
The one that he just came back in.
No. But then again, they do kind of use tag team kind of stuff. So that's what I mean. He's always fucking involved, isn't he? Fucker. But yeah, number 2 right at this moment in time is Christian. I should have put AJ as number 4. Fuck's sake. Who was your second favourite?
The year is 1985.
Yeah.
Do you know who it is yet?
God, I've got a feeling.
You've got a feeling.
Has he recently come back to the same company mine recently came back to?
Well, he ain't come back to WWE, so
Not that company.
maybe. It's Sting.
It is. It is Sting.
It's this boy right here. It's Sting.
That's the crow.
It's the only thing when you have a lot of shit.
You have to dust everything.
Yeah, it's annoying. Sometimes you're just like, I'm going to put everything in a fucking box and just shove it away. Then I'll never have to clean anything ever again.
Yep.
Finally getting Sting's autograph. It's going to be mine. Very rarely comes up in the UK market.
Very nice.
Costed me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sting, why do you like him so much?
Because you're in a tag team with the pre-Ultimate Warrior, mate. That's the highlight of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Just incredibly charismatic, wonderfully over babyface, great wrestler, super athletic, just, you know, the Scorpion Death Drop's awesome, the Scorpion Death Lock's awesome, Surfer Sting's great, you know, pre-Crow stuff.
Yeah.
The Crow stuff is probably his more iconic look to a modern audience.
Yeah, definitely.
But he's just in some of my favourite matches ever. His match against Cactus Jack,
Yeah.
Beach Blast 92 is just one of my top 5 matches of all time. I love it. That's just a great pay-per-view overall, you know, as you can attest
Yeah, it is.
to.
Definitely.
He propped up TNA, you know. I like the fact that he didn't go to WWE for a very long time. He was loyal
Yeah.
to both WCW and TNA. But much like AJ Styles and stuff, they forced them out of the company, essentially, two of the biggest stars. God, it's fucking ridiculous that they're still a company. You know. They're doing good stuff now, though, to be fair. They're putting on like quality, consistent work every week. They are moving to Thursdays now, though, because NXT's moved to Tuesday. So there's now a wrestling show on every day of the week, like multiple wrestling shows every day of the week.
Insane.
His Starcade match, which is one of the highest bought wrestling pay-per-views of all time, 97, against Hulk Hogan, isn't great.
Right. Thought this was going to be like it's his best match ever.
No. His stuff against Flair from the late 80s through all the way through the rest of WCW is insanely good. His stuff against Vader's great, you know. Even his stuff against Lex Luger, as much as I'm not a Lex Luger fan, is pretty banging, you know. His stuff against the great Muta, who's just a fucking awesome wrestler, is great stuff. His tag matches that he had against the likes of the Steiner brothers and stuff is great. His war against the NWO is great, you know. He used to come down from the rafters. He has a baseball bat, you know. He used to come out to Seek and Destroy by Metallica. You know. Like, he had two good matches in WWE. One of which nearly killed him, and one of which he should have won. But they were good matches, except from those two things. And now he's just doing great work in AEW.
With Darby.
With
Darby?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. That's almost kind of finished, I think.
Right.
I'm not Darby Allin's biggest fan, but
no.
Sting I am. Big Sting.
Big boy time for Sting.
Big, just big. What's your favorite Sting match?
It's got to be the Beach Blast one, right? Against Cactus Jack. I've seen the one against Seth, and I think I've seen the one against Trips.
He's just good, and it's been one of my favorites since I was, you know.
Yay high.
Yeah. He's good.
Should we get onto honourable mentions?
Sting's good. Yeah.
I can just think of a few off the top of my head. AJ's obviously there because I'm a fucking idiot and didn't put him in my list. Cesaro.
Cesaro's fucking excellent.
I think he's going to be on my other list. Not the least favourite. I mean the best.
I was going to say, man. What?
The best wrestlers.
I was about to reach through the laptop and just beat your head in.
No. Who else? I mean, we've got to give a shout out to Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Mankind, his other one, Dude Love. I really love Aleister Black, but he got ripped apart and shit out, didn't he? I'm gonna Randy Orton.
Isn't some good stuff?
Yeah.
Backlash 2004 against Mick Foley. Excellent match.
Who else we got? There's some great Rick Rude. I was going to put Rick Rude in. Ricky Steamboat. Rick Rude. Great match.
Excellent match.
I mean, you got the gimmicky ones like Bray Wyatt. I mean, he's good. The kind of stuff he's been involved in and haven't been great, but he gives it 100%. So I've got to give him that. And I loved his feud with Randy with the Wyatt family stuff. Kurt Angle, you've got to give a shout out to, I guess. I can't think of it. You say some.
Mick Foley, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Ric Flair, Jushin Thunder Liger, Rob Van Dam, Rey Mysterio, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, Terry Funk, Bam Bam Bigelow, Mark Awesome, Masato Tanaka, William Regal, Goldust. They're the ones I had written down. Kane,
yeah.
Jerry Lynn, Lance Storm. You know, I could go on forever, and I've only wrote down the two Japanese people.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't even mentioned TNA stuff or Ring of Honor.
Did you say Yushin?
Yushin, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say.
My boy.
Your boy. Did you say Ric Flair in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You've not seen like old Ric Flair stuff, though, have you? You've just seen. What?
I don't want to.
He's in some great stuff.
Can we even say much about our favourite? Because it's going to be our favourite.
Mr. Perfect. Because he's there. I can see him with my eyes. Yeah, it's pretty much obvious that our favourite's going to be the same.
Yep.
So I guess we should just do a dual discussion of.
I mean, we've talked about him so much because he's been in the Hairy Pineapple lists. He's always been in there.
Yeah. If you haven't guessed by now, it's of course Mr. WrestleMania,
the Heartbreak Kid,
the Showstopper, Shawn Michaels. You know.
What a guy.
Sure, we've talked about him a lot. Shall we talk about some of his lesser work that we love?
Sure. Like the Marine 6 or whatever.
No, I'm thinking I love his stuff in AWA before he signed with WWF when he was in the Midnight Rockers with Marty Jannetty. You know, they put on some absolute like clinics in terms of tag team wrestling there. His match against Mankind at In Your House Mind Games is just a really good match in terms of storytelling and psychology, and it's brutal in places, and everyone should seek out that match. It's good shit. It's very good shit. You know, him super kicking Shelton Benjamin's face off.
Oh God, he's
thing. You know, his 2008 feud with Chris Jericho, which, as I mentioned in the Chris Jericho stuff, is just fucking awesome.
I watched a really old, an old pay-per-view where it was a Rockers versus someone. I think you might have suggested it because I wanted to watch some early Shawn Michaels stuff. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was.
Well, it could be any of them from the early days.
I know. I forgot who they were against as well because I was just watching Shawn just be sexy. His match at Super Showdown.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that his last match? It is, isn't it?
I'll get onto that in the wrestling news later.
Oh, I mean, he's just the best all-rounder performer.
Yeah, he's a wonderfully gifted wrestler, wonderful talker, bit of a cunt in the 90s.
That's good though.
Backstage politicking, you know. They tried to ruin The Rock's push. The clique did.
The clique.
They forced a lot of people out. Bam Bam being one.
He was like Vince's little lover boy, weren't he?
Yeah. But when he came back in 2002, you know, arguably his better period in terms of overall quality and just how consistent he was and stuff. I don't think he ever had a bad match that I can think of at the top. Not like he might have had like some that are just good, but I don't think he's had like an out and out stinker.
Would you say the Super Showdown one is?
Yeah, but we don't count that.
Right. I mean, you've still got to give him respect for that because he carried the whole match because Triple H thought it'd be fun to fucking jump outside the ring and kill himself.
Just rip his fucking tit off bone.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. He's one of them who makes people look better.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like your AJ Styleses, like your Cesaros, you know. Yeah. And
I was going to say that's a dream match for loads of fucking people, AJ versus Shawn.
Well, we included it in Dream WrestleMania.
Oh, yes, we did.
You know.
It's such a good match.
What is it Royal Rumble 2009 or 10 where he just puts in a great performance because he wants to win it to fight The Undertaker again? And it's good shit, and his elimination, that's amazing. His performance in the 2007 Royal Rumble, where he's last up against The Undertaker, which is a mini match in itself, is just excellent. You know, it's fucking good. And
would you say he's got the best? You what? Sorry.
He trained Daniel Bryan. So what more do you need to know?
Aye.
Daniel Bryan, he'll be in my honourable mentions as well.
He's got the best take fight as well.
He's in The Undertaker's best match.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying there?
The WrestleMania streak kind of match He's got the best.
25 and 26, yeah.
And Ric Flair's retirement match.
Yeah.
Just because of how cute it was.
Right. His WrestleMania matches from when he came back are WrestleMania 19. Excellent match against Chris Jericho. Fucking just like show stealer. WrestleMania 20. Excellent triple threat against Chris Benoit and Triple H. WrestleMania 21. Best match of the year versus Kurt Angle. 22. Beat the shit out of fucking Vince McMahon in one of the fucking best matches on the card. It's insane. WrestleMania 23 is against John Cena in probably his best match ever. You know? 24 retires Ric Flair in an iconic Ric Flair's best match in a long time. 25, 26, double Undertaker duty. You know? All fucking excellent. All brilliant. You just good.
Yeah.
US cowboy boots.
Yeah. And he's got one of the best entrances.
What's my favourite Shawn Michaels match?
Mine's probably one of the... I don't want to say one of the Taker ones because I don't like Taker.
I think it might be Mind Games, you know?
Yeah?
Against Mankind. It's good shit. Although Hell in a Cell against Taker's good, but that's just because Kane appeared, and I like Kane.
Yeah, so our favourite is Shawn Michaels, obviously. Right, least favourite now, boys. I mean, I'm not going to talk loads about my least favourite because I just hate him. I don't hate him. I probably hate him. Shall I go first? Least favourite. So, in my 5th spot, for least favourite wrestler, it's Big Boy Bork, innit?
Is it Bork?
Just because of all his latest shit of just coming back, stealing the main event, and just being a cunt. Bork Lesnar. We all understand why. He's not good. He's done so many 3-minute matches. And he's just a dick. And he can't even speak for himself. So yeah, Bork. What's your number 5, mate?
It's Braun Strowman.
Choo Choo Braun?
Choo Choo Braun, yeah. Choo Choo, motherfucker. I find him boring. I don't think he's progressed enough as a wrestler since he's debuted. And he just comes off as a bit of a cunt. His matches aren't good. I don't know why they ever put any of the big belts on him.
Yeah.
And let's not get started about him just winning the tag belts, weird kid.
Ridiculous.
Are there other people who could be in it? The top 5, maybe. I don't give a fuck. Do what I want. He's a cunt. He's a big old cunt.
It's your list, mate. Do what you want.
Don't tell me what to do, you cunt. You'll be on the
Really?
list.
Do you want to know who my number 4 is, mate?
No.
Oh. Well, let's end it there. Number 4, Big Boy Hulk Hogan, innit? The racist man himself. I just don't think he's a good wrestler at all.
You know.
I think he's massively over for no reason. He somehow had Hulkamania, where people went absolutely fucking bonkers for him for no reason. He's just really annoying. I just really don't like him. I've not seen a good wrestling match with Hulk Hogan. What?
He's in a couple. Maybe not good in terms of wrestling content, but he's certainly in the matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. The match against The Rock at WrestleMania 18.
It just annoys me how...
He slams Andre, mate, in WrestleMania 3. What more do you need?
And that made him, like, the most famous wrestler ever.
He's not even... Many people had slammed him beforehand, including him.
Yeah. Exactly.
Big John Studd, Holly Race, you know, to name but a few.
Just realised a lot of my list is people who don't deserve to be as good as they are.
You could say the same for me. To be fair.
Who's your number 4? I'm done with Hulk Hogan.
Number 4. It's a man
known
as Oz when he was way back in his early WCW days.
Oz.
OZ.
Nice.
I think it was like a Wizard of Oz gimmick. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had a lot of shit matches then as Oz. Then he became known as Diesel in WWF. Had a lot of shit matches. Then he went to WCW, became Kevin Nash, which is his real name, and had a lot of shit matches there. A lot of shit matches. Up himself, no wrestling ability. You know, he drains the charisma out of any locker room. You know, he drains the energy out of any stadium that he's in. Bad man.
Yeah.
Can tear his quad walking from one side of the ring to the other.
Hey.
On more than one occasion.
Fucking hell.
Put over himself and his friends over younger, fresher, better talent.
Big bully as well.
Yeah. He fucking ended Goldberg's undefeated streak in the most nonsensical, idiotic booking decision of all time.
It's ridiculous.
Fucking shit.
Not fun.
WCW had everything it needed to succeed, except from the people at the top. They had everything. Like, I was watching a video the other day. They lost to like no one and stuff. But Scott Hall had a match against Chris Jericho in 1997. And the finish was Scott Hall was to beat Chris Jericho, right?
Yeah.
And Scott Hall was like, in the match, he called an audible. He's like, just pin me, Chris, because he saw talent in the people. He's like trying to get them over. He got a bollocking backstage. He's like, what's happened now? What are you going to fucking do? You know? But, you know, Scott Hall is very underrated.
Yeah.
It's a shame that he liked everything else. Because he saw talent in people. He's like, you know, he's like, let's do this, you know? But Kevin Nash just wasn't a draw as a champion because he was fucking shit. I mean, HBK weren't that big of a draw, but at least he put on good matches, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking Kevin Nash. Cunt.
Yep. Do you want to know what my third one is?
I do.
This man got a push in the recent years of WWE just because of some weird political money kind of deal.
I know who it is.
He was WWE champ for over a year, was it? Or was it just a year?
It was a long fucking time.
It was.
It seemed to go on for eternity.
Yeah.
You know?
Having the same matches against Randy Orton over and over and over again. I mean, he brought back one of the old school Indian wrestlers, maybe? This is obviously Jinder Mahal. He's not good. He botched nearly every match he was in. I remember Jeff Hardy's debut on Raw when he was getting...
Jeff Hardy's in my honourable mentions, by the way. Oh,
for favourite. Yeah.
Not for this one.
Yeah, he had a debut match against Jinder on Raw, and he did, was it Whisper in the Wind, where he attacks him in the corner? Weren't it?
The P corner thing, yeah.
Yeah, and then he finished the move. Jinder didn't react, and then about 2 seconds later, Jinder just flipped over, and Corey Graves were like, What just happened? And it was just so... And this guy's WWE champ, like... And it was just all because of the Saudi Arabia deals and all that weird stuff.
They were pandering to the Indian market because they were breaking into there.
Yeah.
You know.
And Triple H had that wrestling match with him in India or something. It was just a whole shit year in WWE that it just... And he was so bad. And he had them two little Singh brothers who Randy Orton almost murdered.
Multiple times.
Still my favourite thing where he flips him on that table and looks back and he's like, oh shit, I've just injured that guy. Yeah, he's just a bad wrestler who was in a bad faction before he was champ, and then he came back. He had loads of steroids, got bigger.
He did, didn't he? He loved them steroids. Give me all the steroids. Nom 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 nom.
He had a Punjabi prison match.
He did have a Punjabi prison match.
Great Khali came back and everything. Get on to your third. I'm getting annoyed.
Mine is a similar one to one you've said. Ready, and it's Hulk Hogan.
Hey.
Limited in-ring ability, good talker, can't fault that. Somehow over with the crowd, you know, for a good portion of his career, and it is possibly the greatest heel turn in wrestling history when he joined the NWO. But he kept pushing himself to the top of the fucking food chain over younger, fresher, better talents. Bret Hart, WrestleMania 9. He lost against Yokozuna, and then Hulk Hogan came out and beat Yokozuna in like 9 seconds. Everyone in WCW from 1994 to 2000.
Mhm.
Shawn Michaels in WWE 2005. Randy Orton in WWE 2006. Let's not talk about his god-awful fucking run with the Undisputed title in 2002. Let's not talk about his match at Backlash, or whatever it was, against The Undertaker, where he took like the world's worst chokeslam ever, where he just sort of flops onto his head. Had that one good match against The Rock, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a bad.
and I've seen his
wrestler.
sex tape. Got a saggy ass.
Yeah. Steroid ass.
Grainy and in black and white and like a minute long.
It's in black and white.
It's on like night vision colours. It's ridiculous. It's insane.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just too much backstage politics. I know Shawn's done that, but Shawn
Shawn's
was put over
good.
talent and stuff,
Yeah.
whereas Hogan was all in it for himself. Randy Savage should have been the face of WWF. Randy Savage, honourable mention. Pac, Ray Phoenix, Pentagon, honourable mentions.
Mm.
Sorry, I've just got to get him in there.
My number 2. You've mentioned him. It's Kevin Nash. He's just a fucking cunt. I've always hated him. Just a big bully. Shit wrestler.
Let's not forget about when he came back in 2011 and inexplicably just was thrown into a feud with the red hot CM Punk at the time. Just
Yep.
nonsense.
He don't look happy to be at any kind of, like, he's always at the Hall of Fames and he just don't look happy to be there at all. And it's like, mate, you got given everything for being shit. Like, be grateful. He's always talking shit about other wrestlers. He's just a massive cunt. I hate him. What's your number 2, mate?
Triple H.
Hey, I knew he'd turn up.
What do you mean you knew he'd turn up?
Your hatred for trips. So,
Decent wrestler, right? But it's in many a great match, especially against the likes of Mick Foley, The Rock, Shawn Michaels. But he pushed himself too far backstage and put over no one but himself.
so reoccurring.
Where do we start? I mean, it was pretty shit in WCW as what it was called, terrorizing or some fucking shit. I can't remember. You know, and his Hunter Hearst Helmsley blue blood fucking gimmick was a bit shit. Things picked up for him in DX, you know, stellar stuff, because he weren't so much of a cunt then in terms of the backstage thing, because he weren't fucking Steph at that point, you see. He was just inside the man, China. You know. But even then, they still, you know, the Clique was doing the backstage shenanigans and that. Then he became Triple H, right? And The Rock should have won at WrestleMania 2000, you know. Just the entire Chris Jericho thing with the Undisputed title. He should have lost the belt to Rob Van Dam in 2002 because he was stupidly over. He was the best thing at that point. It's amazing that it took him until 2006 to win the big belt. It's ridiculous. And then he got it took off him because he likes marijuana.
Nice.
You know. Booker T at WrestleMania 19. You know. CM Punk got buried by him. It's like the list can go on, and he's just boring for the most part. So very boring.
Yeah.
Bores me. NXT's good though.
Give him that.
Well, that's because he's not on screen being boring.
Yeah.
He won the 2016 Royal Rumble, mate, and became the WWE champion.
That's mad.
Boring. Had one of the worst WrestleMania matches ever against Roman Reigns. Boring.
He's in my honourable mentions.
Just boring.
Should we get on to honourable mentions?
Boring.
Yeah.
Goldberg is another one. He should have beat Goldberg. Goldberg should have beat him at SummerSlam 2003. Boring. Yeah, that's honourable mention.
Triple H.
But why? This is boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, boring.
Roman Reigns, because he's boring. What else we got?
Hello. What are you doing?
I can't think. Actually, can't think. Who's shit?
Well, I didn't write. I only had them 5 names written down that I've got. So I'll just top of my head some now. Lex Luger.
Right.
You know, great call. See, I could have gone my least favorite in terms of wrestling bit, but then I've got my Sid Viciouses and my great Carlies. You know, those kind of things. But then there's the other side. There's the Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And there's your your mind's gone blank.
I know. Think of current WWE stars.
Your Mojo Rawleys, you know.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar is up there for me. Yeah. At the minute, Drew McIntyre's getting to that stage where he's being pushed like Cena and Roman have been unstoppable almost, and that's
Bobby Lashley. He's just boring.
Yeah, he's a bit boring. Yeah, he's boring. Boring. There's not. Oh, JBL. He's boring and a bastard.
Undertaker.
Boring.
I mean, he might be on. Yeah. He's on my honourable mentions for sure. There's loads in there.
It's boring.
Should we just get onto our top picks? My top pick is a man who is very famous, and he made a son who went to wrestle and then died, and then he made a daughter who is at the top of the women's division.
Fuck, as if, man. What?
Talking about Ric Flair, mate.
What?
Don't like Ric Flair at all.
What?
Never liked him. I like that he goes, woo! But he's a creepy bastard, for one. He's way too overrated. Every time I see him, he just gives me weird shivers. And I don't like that. Like, this is least favourite, so it's not like he's the worst wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
He's he creeps me out, mate. And he's way too over. People regard him as this god of wrestling, and it just pisses me off. And his daughter, he made fucking Charlotte Flair, and she's the cunt as well. Like, whenever you listen to anyone like Edge or Cena or whatever, and we're always like, oh yeah, Ric Flair was the pinnacle of wrestling, and you're like, shut the fuck up. He weren't. He's bad. And apparently he slept with like 10 million women or whatever. It's just cringy. And now he's fucking Lacey Evans. It's just weird, mate. He's a weird old creepy Jimmy Savile looking bastard. And I don't like him. Yeah, he had a decent match against Shawn Michaels, but fuck him. Got angry there. That's my number one, mate. I want to listen to your hatred against one particular wrestler.
November. $1 Million Man is about to enter Survivor Series, but he's got a mystery. He's got a mystery partner in his team. Who's that mystery partner? It's not the gobbledygooker. It's not Oz, you know, Kevin Nash's greatest gimmick. It's Kane's brother, the Underkeeper, better known as the Undertaker. I don't know where to start. This man didn't have a good wrestling match in WWF until, like, what? I would argue until 96, 97. So like a good 6-7 years into his WWF career. Because have you seen his early stuff?
I've only seen his debut match.
All shit. All utter bollocks.
Yeah.
I don't know why people rate him so highly. He's just lazy.
He's calling one of them mainstay wrestlers lazy.
Have you not seen his early stuff and his early American Badass stuff?
No, I never really liked Undertaker.
So fat.
Did he?
Yeah, he's like ridiculously fat and lazy.
I was more of a Kane fan myself.
Kane's great and not lazy, but the Undertaker's fat and lazy. The best thing he ever did was get eliminated by Maven in the 2002 Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I liked it when he beat Maven up. That was really good. But I like it when he got eliminated because it meant he weren't going to win it. Because he's big, fat, lazy.
Big fat lazy man.
Has he had good matches after 1997? Yes. Against the likes of Shawn Michaels. Is he in a Hell in a Cell match where he threw a man off of the top of it? Yeah. Is it a good match? Fuck no.
No. It takes so long.
It's iconic, but it's known for 2 spots.
Yeah.
You know, that happened before the match starts, you know. Did he put himself over talents as well? Yes. Even though people say he gives all to this industry. No, fuck him. No, he don't. It's bullshit. Let's not talk about his later career, where he just looks like a senile old man who's lost. It's like he's lost in a supermarket and he doesn't know what he's doing and he's on the verge of crying because of the confusion.
And I'm sure he pissed himself in that WrestleMania event against Roman Reigns.
He's in some of the worst matches ever. Like, he's just boring. Fucking boring, mate. Has he had a trio of great matches against Shawn Michaels? Yes. But that's because Shawn Michaels can get a great match out of a mop. You know? Is Royal Rumble 2007 a really good match? Yeah, and that's because he entered at 30 and he went in most of it. You know? Has he had some good matches against Brock Lesnar in 2002 and 3? Not in the modern day. Yes. Is he overrated, too revered, big fat boring bastard? Yes. He liked to go against all the big men because it made him look like a hard cunt. That's why he went against fucking Great Khali and all them bastards all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking proper hard, me. No, mate. Fuck off, cunt. Buried DDP. One of the only stars that they had in the invasion that came over, DDP, just straight up buried. Shovel, see you in a bit. Bye.
DDP's great.
DDP's excellent.
Rob Van Dam, DDP. Did you say Rob Van Dam?
Did. Right there. Underneath Yushin Thunder Liger. And above Ray. And he thinks people are soft these days because they don't have guns and stab each other. Fucking, they aren't doing drugs off each other's fucking hard cocks in the locker room anymore. Fucking bullshit, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking bollocks. Fucking hate him. Fucking boring. I proper hate him. Like, straight up.
And with that said,
Straight up, mate.
shall we end the Big Pineapple on
Day,
nitrous?
guys, mate, is a day. We should make it a national holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, rejoice and dance.
He's a Trump supporter as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah. He's just a cunt. And I'm glad people are finally seeing how much of a cunt I've been saying he is. I've been saying this for God knows how many years.
You're the one guy in the basement. He's a cunt. I know he is.
And now he can break kayfabe and do all these interviews and people know he's a cunt. And an overrated wrestler.
Yep.
Boring. No way out 2006 has a good match against Kurt Angle. Well, that's because he's against Kurt Angle.
Another reason why I hate Ric Flair, just quickly, he had a really good retirement match and then just came out of retirement and
That's
wrestled.
it's been divorced about 8,000 times, mate. So,
Shall we end the Big Pineapple there? Fucking blast through this wrestling news. 'Cause we've been going for more longer time than I wanted to.
have we?
Yeah. I want food in my belly.
Oh, I've not eaten yet.
Right. NXT Tag Team Vacate.
Yeah, Danny Birch separated his shoulder in a tag match recently on NXT. It looked pretty brutal, to be fair. So I imagine they'll do some kind of tournament. No, the people have been announced who's going to do it. Don't mind me. Carry on. Speaking of NXT, though, Shawn Michaels appeared on the last episode.
Ooh.
Well, not the last one, but the one prior. And he came out to the ring because Devlin and Mexican Man who has the Cruiserweight title belt, and he just came out and slid a ladder in the ring. Cut to a backstage segment, and Adam Cole's there, and him and Shawn Michaels have a little
tussle,
little eye-to-eye kind of thing, you know. Get a little tease, maybe. A little tease of something that could maybe happen. A little tease.
That'd be good.
because Shawn Michaels don't want his last match ever to have been that one that we don't talk about. Which, oh, you're fucking Undertaker shit. God damn it, God damn it.
Yeah,
Tease.
very nice.
Little
Hall
tease.
of Fame news.
Yep,
Batista's not getting inducted.
because he's filming Thor in
Oh, yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
And they have koalas.
Yeah. Who's been inducted?
Kanye.
Who?
Kanye West. Kane.
Kanye West.
Kane. Well, we know
Okay.
Molly. We know
Kane,
Molly.
yeah.
No, Molly Holly and Bischoff already, and we've got
Yeah.
Kane. We've
Yeah.
got possibly RVD. We're not too sure, and
Right.
we've got everybody's favourite Punjabi.
Oh, yeah, the great
Big
Carly.
Cali.
Bastard.
How is he in the Hall of Fame before Bam Bam Bigelow and The Rock and Christian and so many countless others?
Because he's big Punjabi, isn't he?
It's weird. So weird. Boring. It's boring.
Boring. So boring. We got some WrestleMania matches announced, haven't we?
Do you want to list them off, me old mucker?
I will. Just going on my Instagram because they'll be on there.
Just-
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
Might you just go on the wiki page?
Because it's all on here, mate.
Okay.
I don't know why they're doing that. I didn't even know they were feuding.
Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah.
It's to do with Sami Zayn's documentary thing.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
One of them's probably going to jump off a pirate ship, I'd imagine.
Yeah. We've got Cesaro versus Seth Rollins.
Going to steal the show, probably.
Yeah. Big E versus Apollo Crews.
Apollo's going to win.
The main event, which is the triple threat match between Daniel Bryan Flipper. No, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, and Edge. Edge is going to win. What else we got? We've obviously got the other big one, haven't we?
Drew and
Drew and Bobby, Sasha, Banker. I think that's it.
AJ and Omos.
Oh yeah, that tag team one. AJ and Babatunde
Babatunde
versus who are they versing? Hair Business.
Dude.
Oh, New Day. Yeah, it's not a great card. Then they'll announce some more in the next weeks. Yeah. Choo Choo Strowman, what's this about? They added a train noise into his entrance or something?
No, when he does the running around the ring move.
What? They added a train effect.
Also, he's going to be against Shane McMahon at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
In a choo-choo on a pole match.
That's insane.
Their feud has been incredibly silly. And it just bad. Braun Strowman got slimed by Shane McMahon in one segment. He got slimed.
Nice.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
No, Shane's probably going to jump off the pirate ship.
Yeah, definitely. I hope there is pirate ship. That'd be cool.
It's fucking ridiculous. There's none of it. I'm not bothered about any of it.
No. Then we got people leaving. Andrade.
Finally being relisted.
Yeah. Is he going to AEW?
We don't
New
know.
Japan. I was reading the comments and everyone were like, please go to New Japan because AEW's roster's getting a bit stacked now. So
Yeah, but he's a man you could build a brand around, man. It's ridiculous that they didn't do it.
yeah. It's insane.
And
Next Eddie Guerrero.
Some great fucking matches on NXT, man.
And Charlie Caruso has left.
Yeah, she had a lot of backstage heat. Apparently, she turned up late for some interviews or something.
Wow.
So Randy and Sheamus went and tattled to the higher ups.
Fucking dickheads.
You know,
She's late.
because wrestling, it's a brotherhood, and they care for everyone, as they say all the time.
Jesus Christ.
But she should be fine. She has a job with ESPN anyway at the same time, so it's not like she's out of a job.
Yeah.
And she's really good friends with Tony Khan, so she'll probably end up in AEW. So, and she's quite hot,
Yeah.
except from all like the plastic surgery that's made her less hot.
Yeah.
But from the face down, beautiful.
Peacock's editing some WWE content.
Yes, as we know, Peacock have got the network now in America, and they're going through and like they'd be meticulous. like taking out certain things. So the match between Roddy Piper and Bad News Brown has been removed in its entirety because Rod's got half black faced up, you know.
Jesus.
There's the bit where Vince McMahon says the N-word in a bit with John Cena, that's gone. But it's like, where do they stop? Like, I saw Brian Pillman Jr. post on Twitter that none of his dad's stuff's ever going to be on the network again. Because it was like, you know, quite edgy and stuff for the 90s and stuff. Like, where are they going to stand in terms of the violence that is in some matches? Are they going to get rid of all of those matches?
Maybe.
Is ECW going to be non-existent now? Like, you know, it's a bit...
Are we going to get rid of all of Benoit's matches?
Exactly. You know, they erasing history.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
Bit mental, innit?
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
And the only wrestling news that matters: Logan Paul, YouTube sensation, filmed a dead guy in Tokyo. Is it confirmed that he's on the next episode of SmackDown?
Yeah.
So I watch his podcast. He's not mentioned it on there.
Does he watch ours?
Yeah. That's crazy. This obviously is coming off the back of Sami Zayn tweeting him. I mean, he's been on a backstage segment of WWE before.
Has he?
But, yeah. And The Miz has been on his podcast and stuff. To be fair, it'd probably be a decent...
Miz is going to be against Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. Forgot to say that.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I don't know if Damian Priest and John Morrison are going to get added to the mix at some point to make it a tag match, or...
Probably.
Because you can't expect... He has been training at the PC, but you can't really expect to put him in for the full match again.
Yeah. But yeah, Logan Paul's going to be on SmackDown. I'd like to see a Logan Paul match. Fuck it.
I'd like to see him get his head smashed in.
Nice. And that's the episode. I don't have any shout-outs. Or awareness.
Awareness. Don't fight back.
Yeah, we don't have any awareness.
Awareness. Just if you're feeling down, you know, just go outside, you know, read a book if you can, watch a film, do something that you enjoy.
Nice.
Have a bath, you know, treat yourself. If you've got expendable cash, perhaps buy yourself a treat.
Nice.
Don't, if you obviously haven't got the cash, don't get yourself into debt. Have a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Hug a dog.
Any dog.
Yeah, just go and steal one.
Oh,
If
like
you're into
gypsies.
it, go to the dog pound and watch them put dogs down.
Bit weird.
People might be into it.
They're into a lot of things this time of year.
Right.
Right. Fuck you, Seaton.
Ginger bastard.
And stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Take a ride on Tony the Pony. Please take a ride on Tony the Pony with Mr. Pineapple. Oh yeah, it's Mr. Pineapple's Wonder Hour.